Hello and welcome everyone. I am Linda Israel and thank you so very much for being here at my live stream on YouTube. I go live every Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time unless I'm on vacation or something else comes up, but generally I'm live or I have a premiere video that you can come and watch. If you're watching this as a replay after the live stream has ended and you're on a computer, you can look for the little gear at the bottom of the screen and change the speed. If you're on a mobile device, generally the three little dots at the top, you can use those to change the playback speed to get through it a little faster, because generally my live streams last around 2 to 2.5 hours. I want to thank Robin for being my moderator and administrator and note taker throughout the live stream. She is generally my one right-hand woman, if you will, and I am so thankful to have her. She also is an administrator of the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. Occasionally, if she's not available, one of the other administrators will come over and help me, or a friend will help me moderate the video today. If you have questions, please feel free to put those in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those questions. If I don't see it, please ask again. Or if you know the answer to somebody's question, please answer it. Hey, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to share with us by saying, hey, I have a YouTube channel and this is what I do on it. You won't be able to share a link, but you can at least talk about your YouTube channel. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you are having a great day, let us know. But honestly, we don't want the negative, what is going on in the world right now, because we are here to escape that, to be inspired, to be friendly, and have some fun. During the live stream, you have an opportunity to earn junk bucks. You can type !bucks to see how many that you have once Junkie Joe is up, because this is preliminary and I've pre-recorded this. Once you have 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those by typing a word and you can get a $10 off coupon to my shop. How do you earn junk bucks? Just by being here, chatting with us. So make sure that you speak up in the chat so that Junkie Joe registers that you're here, and by playing the in-chat games, and then also whenever you make donations. Occasionally I have raffles. In fact, right now there should be Junkie Joe coming up. You can type !raffle just as that says, and you can enter the raffle to win 200 junk bucks. If you make a donation during my live stream, do go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. You can see the name scrolling across the bottom here, and create a user account. Once you've created a user account on my website, make sure that you use the contact me form and say, hey, my name is on YouTube and I donated, and then I can get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website. What does that do? Well, a member of my website in the YouTube donator membership gets 5% off orders in my shop, gets several digital downloads for free, and during the live stream when you donate, you get a chance to win the journal that I raffle off at the very end. Throughout the live stream, I will have different raffles giving away prizes. If you will type !raffle when you see those come up, then you can have a chance to win those items. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Thank you so much for being here today. When the video is over, come back and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about today's video, or if you have questions and you're watching this as a replay, use that comment section down below. Also, look in the description box to links to the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, as well as by Linda Israel, my Instagram, Twitter, my website, and generally I try to update the products that I use, and those links are in the description box as well. All right, well, let's get started.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I think my camera's a little off here. Let me do it like that. Is that better? We're a little crooked maybe. Come on now. You cooperate. Hello everybody. I hope you're well. Oh, I need to redo the opening. Yeah, I need to re-record that. I don't know why it's off sync. Because I've been using it for a while, but we will see what we can do. Hope you can hear me okay. I forgo with the, or have foregone, yeah, foregone with, I don't know. I've gotten rid of the lapel mic because it was cheap to begin with. It was under $10, so I was trying something out. And it flaked out on me. I was doing some testing over the weekend and finally I just got rid of it. So I hope you can hear me. I've got it set up for the camera that stays on during the whole live, even though I may switch through other cameras. This one is the main one. I'm saving some money to get me a better lapel mic that will hopefully make me sound better and not like I'm down in a well. Hope everybody is well. I hope that you're having a great day. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me here today. If you notice, I've got basically this is what Norella called a mood board. This is kind of a sneak peek of what will be in my next subscription kit, my subscription box. Thank you so much, Sheila. I'm really loud, April. Okay, you can hear me clearly, Margie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, and I happen to speak up quite a bit, so I may need to back down the sound. If it's entirely too loud, let me know. But I think it's better to be a little loud that you can turn the sound down than to me be so quiet that you can't hear me. So this is the next kit, which will be Planetary Wanderlust, and it's going to be showing the planets and kind of some stars and things to do with the planets. And Norella has picked these beautiful sunflower images, and I got out my color wheel, and when I look at the camera and I look at my color wheel, it's pretty spot on far as color is concerned. So I wanted y'all to know that I got my camera fixed. Yeah, louder is better. Thank you so much, Giovanna. Thank you so very much. So this will be kind of what the next kit will be. We'll have a digital and as well as the physical. So if you're a person that doesn't have a printer and you want the printed portion, you can get it as a printed portion, or you can get just the digital download. All right, I'm gonna set that aside over here. There we go. So this week I was actually last week and probably a week or so before that, I was looking around and I happened to save this macaroni box, okay? You can see the purple, can't you? And so I saved this macaroni box because I thought, what it would be fun to make a journal using this. So all I've done is I've opened it up. So I've pulled all the tabs open, and I thought I would go through the whole process with y'all. I figured you could figure out how to pull the parts off. I'm going to use my large guillotine paper cutter to start with. Move this out of the way. And what I normally do whenever I'm using a box like this is I figure out where the straight edges are, if you will, and trim off that excess. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to keep this pretty close to what the original box size is to make this a spine for a journal. So I'm not really cutting anything off. You can if you want. And I've decided to design the pages to be basically the size of the box, okay? So we end up with this size of a piece. I'm going to clear off the trash here. I'm not going to keep these. You could if you wanted to make say some little tuck spots or whatnot. I have enough trash. I don't need to keep any more. I am going to go ahead and look at this to see what size this was. So that was 8 3/4, and I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock. This will be the inside, and I think I want it to be, let's go to 8 1/2, so just a smidge shorter width-wise. And I'll save that in my pile. Okay, so we've got this way. So now I'm going to rotate it around. And that is 7 inches. So I'm going to go to 6 3/4 of an inch and cut that. And so now I've got a piece that will fit. It may be a little short, but it'll fit within the inside here. Since I've got my giant paper cutter out here, I'll go ahead. Where'd I put it? Here it is. I think what I want to do is I want to make this big enough that it'll wrap around. I'm going to cut it where it's on the straight edge. This is just a book page. And my thought was is I would treat this as basically like it was a piece of fabric and I was going to wrap around my journal cover. I want this to wrap just a little bit, and it'll give me a base to work off of. Put that in my bin. All right, let's get this paper cutter out of the way. Hey, Ashley, welcome. Oop, I'm dropping things already. Okay. So I've got this. This is going to be my base that I'm going to glue things on, and then I'll glue it to this piece. So I grabbed a few of the gel prints that I made last week. Was it last week? I think it was last week. And I thought, well, let's see how we can decorate this. So maybe something, I don't know, kind of something like this. Maybe put a little bit of this peach over here. I may cut this one smaller. And I've got that piece, but I'm thinking maybe I could get away with doing something like that. So we'll have some stripes across here. So I think what I want to do is I want to cut this piece. So I'm going to cut this peach piece first. I want to make it the same height as this piece, which is 8 inches. That'll make it easier if I do this. There we go. What now? What did I not do? Oh no! You're supposed to. I saw a Facebook post, Angelica, that you broke something. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better. You gotta follow what the doctor says. All right, so I'm just going to use some Aleene's tacky glue. Make sure I got my bone folder out. I cleared off my desk after doing the gel printing, and I had taken off my glass mat, so I haven't put it back on yet. I've got to get over to the fabric store so that I can get some fabric. I'm needing some white, I almost call it transparent fabric because it's designed to be for the linings of like a jacket or maybe like a wedding gown. So it's white, but it's kind of translucent, and what happens is it will help diffuse the lights that I have so I can use the glass mat without covering it. I haven't gone out much. Of course, I haven't any money, so kind of don't need to go out if you don't have any money, Linda. Okay. I can still walk. Oh my goodness. Nothing is broken. Wow. Well, I'm glad you went to the doctor and got it checked out. All right, so I'm just going to take this piece and line it up with the edge here and glue that into place. I want to make sure that I get glue all the way to the edge. I am going to wrap it around so it'll help keep it in place, but I want to make sure that when I do these joins that it sticks well. I am not going to sew this. I did not put my sewing machine back up after I did all the gel printing. In fact, I still haven't even put away all of the stencils yet. They're still sitting over here. I did wash them and I cleaned out the bucket that had water in it, but I put stencils back in the bucket. All right, so I'm just getting that smooth, trying to be gentle because these are all book pages that are rather thin, so I don't want them to tear. And I'm thinking maybe putting this piece here, and then I've got this piece that could go there. Oh, I forgot to create the digital download, but I did scan in several of my gel prints from last week. This is one of them right here, and I've turned them into a digital, but I forgot to get the digital files added to my website. If you are a donator and you have set up your user account on my website to be a YouTube donator, you have to send me a message that you've donated, and then you could get this download for free. Oh, there's still one piece. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, I hope, Angelica. All right, so I got that piece in there, and then let's put glue in this corner. Try to get that all coated with glue really well. Smooth it out. All right, so now I'm just going to trim off the excess papers here. Just grab my paper trimmer. I want to save my money to get a new Fiskars rotary, not a rotary, a guillotine. There's a better, bigger rotary, or I can't get my words out. Not rotary, but a guillotine. And I've had my eye on it for a while, but it's pretty pricey. Okay, got that done. Just get my scraps out of the way. All right, so now I've got this piece, and again, I'm just going to smooth this out some from the back side. Make sure all that glue is smooth. And let's grab our macaroni box, and I will glue that in the center. Since it's a printed box and it's kind of slick, I am going to get my thank you so much, Jamil, for being here. I'm going to use the Fairytale glue on here. I got a new bottle out. I had been given a bunch of this Beacon Fairytale glue several years ago because Beacon had given it to Canvas Court Brands when we were at Creativation doing an event. And when we got back to the home office, they said, well, we're not going to use that here. You can have it. So I took it, and I'm just slowly been going through it. I think I have one more big bottle, maybe. This is my third bottle I've used. All right, so it doesn't really matter if it's up or down. I'm just going to place that somewhat in the center here and then smooth this out. Now, I will say that when you're making a cover like this, sometimes, depending on your paper, it can crack at the spine area. So thankfully, these are pretty flexible because they're such thin, so hopefully they won't crack on me. But you may have to put like some bookbinder's tape or a piece of fabric over it. All right, I'm going to fold in the corners here and glue those into place. Thumbs up! I haven't really worked any outside. Henry did My allergies have been killing me so much that I can hardly spend any time outside. But Henry did fill up one of our trash buggies, as we call it, with some dead debris. I've got to get out there. Last night I was dreaming about the greenhouse I want. And when I have some money, I've been saving some old windows, and I've got a few pieces of lumber, but I need a little bit more, and I want to make a little greenhouse. Henry was at a garden center not too long ago, and he noticed that they had I think it was I want both of these. I want a gardenia and I want a night blooming jasmine, but I don't have a greenhouse yet. And I want a greenhouse because they won't overwinter outside. You have to have a place to put them. So he was going to buy me one. I said, no, you wait. Let's save our money until maybe next year when I think I have a greenhouse. That's what I wanted. But I haven't done much of anything else. I had planned to put some seeds out, and, well, you know, good intentions don't always work. All right, so now I'm just going to fold in the sides and glue those into place. I like all these gel prints we did. I hope you like them. You have no clue, Angelica. You're all new. We've missed you, Angelica. I'm glad you're here today. Is it bedtime for you? Aren't you supposed to be in bed? I guess you are in bed or laying down because of your foot, so. Yeah. Let's see. How is everybody? Have y'all had a good week? I've been busy. We were... Oh, I got some... We've was working at the shop. I think last week I told y'all about our burglar at the shop who broke into our entryway and took all of the items that were orders for customers. Well, the police did capture him. They knew who he was once they saw the video. He happened to be walking down the road, so the police officer that had our case file pulled over and took him in. And he has warrants for his arrest in Oklahoma City, which is the next city over. And when he called them, they didn't want him. They didn't want to come get him. His warrants to them weren't enough to put him in jail because, you know, the jail is occupied with so many criminals. So they let him go. They asked us then if we wanted to file charges against him. And Henry said, well, no, if he's free, we don't need him to come to our business and break in again because he's mad because we've, you know, forcing him to go to court. But if he does break in again, we will press charges. So for now, we're not putting our items out in the entryway for our customers just yet. We're working on trying to rig up a way to lock the entryway but give like a passcode to the customers so that they can get in there and get their items after hours. All right, so I just glued down the inside cover piece. And I did that just for decorative purposes. And I forgot to fold this, so I'm just going to kind of gently crease it. There we go. Try to crease it with my bone folder. All right, so now I've got my cover. Generally, what I do is I make my pages first, and then I make my cover because I don't like the constraints of having to conform to a cover. But in this case, because I knew I wanted to use this macaroni box, I went ahead and made that first. And I know by measuring the inside here what size to make my pages. So what I did was I took some papers and I cut them to fit just inside. And so these measure, in this case, 7 inches by 6 3/4 of an inch. And in fact, here's where I had a scrap left over and it wasn't quite big enough, so I just took a book page and glued it to the side. So I thought what we would do, oh, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to put on the cover yet. So I may set this aside for a few minutes to dry. Trying to give it, yeah, it'll wrinkle up a little bit. I should not have folded it just yet, but I'm going to set that aside for a moment. We'll come back to how we're going to decorate it in a moment. Well, okay, so he thought that all those items were sitting in our entryway were free for anyone to take. That's what he told the police officer, and the police officer said, yeah, right, you know better. And so he said, where's the stuff? And the guy proceeded to give him what was left. He had been giving it away. He wasn't selling it because no one wanted to buy it. So he was giving away, there were caps and t-shirts. So he gave him a few of those away and we got some of it back. But the problem was we had already reordered the orders because the customer needed them and we didn't know if we would ever get it back. So now we have kind of duplicates. So that's annoying. But yeah, sure he did. Yeah, it's crazy. That's a story. Exactly, Julie. Okay, so. Oh, okay. So I'm going to make this be a 2-signature journal that will have journal inserts. So I took, in this case, this was a piece of scrapbook paper that I glued to a book page, and then I glued another gel print on it. So it's not super thick, but it's almost cardstock thick with all the layers. And then I grabbed a few things here. So this was a piece that I cut off. Oh, how funny. It's from this piece that I cut off. And I thought it might look kind of neat if I glued this on the front here. I'm using the Fairytale kit from Calico Collage. This is a new multi-kit that she has. So you can get the journal pages, the ephemera, and add-on pages, I think. Like some of them are roses, and then she's got the Fairytale. I keep trying to say Fairyland. Fairytale. All right, so this was just a strip, and it's from a book page, and I cut off this part, but I'm going to glue that right down this side here. Hey, Mrs. Edmondson, how are you? All right, so let's glue this down. Okay. All right, we'll put this right, a little bit away from the edge. So this is going to be the cover for my journal insert. I think I'm going to use elastic. I haven't got to that point yet, but instead of mounting it direct to the cover, that way they can be taken out and written in. And then this is one of Norella's images here. Oh, you want this? I'll tell her that she needs to do a book of this one. She needs to make it really cool and add a lot of papers and ephemera. This is some of her new art that she's been doing. And I thought it turned out really pretty. Okay, I like that. And then this is the corner roses. And I did something a little different. I used, oh, thank you so much, Susie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I used my watercolor pencils. I use a, what is this one called? Oh, I've moved it already. Where was it? I think it was called Raw Sienna. Raw Sienna, which on this camera, it looks a little more brown, but it's kind of a a yellowish color, and I use a little bit of that with the two different shades of purple. So it kind of gave me this really, I don't know, just that variegated color in the roses. And then I fussy cut it out. So I'm just going to put that where it's coming across the corner like that. Yeah, I'll tell Norella. So she's got to make a book, ephemera book, because I know a lot of y'all don't have printers, so having the ephemera book would be ideal. So I'm just kind of putting it across the corner here. And then I have the word imagine. I was trying to decide. I think maybe right there. I think that'll be good right there. Oh my gosh. Washers and dryers are crazy priced for sure. Henry, usually when we have an appliance that goes out like that, he'll go to the rent-a-center and buy one of their used ones. Okay, I like that. What do you think? Just simple. All right, so that's going to be the inside one of the covers. I'm going to set that to the side here. And here is the other one that I made earlier. Same concept. Different gel print on the inside. All right, so I'm going to lay that here. And then I need... Did I already cut all of those? I don't think I did. So let me see where all my papers are. Here we go. Slide that over. Wait, I'm missing something. Where is it? Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. So now I've got another one of these book pages here. I have another gel print that I've cut to be the same width. It's a little bit short, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that one down. Oh yeah, as soon as you get something paid for, it starts having to be replaced. That's usually how it goes. We're going to need to go through, and one of these days we want to redo our bathrooms, our master bathroom and our guest bathroom. I guess you could say a second bathroom. One of these days. All right, so I'm just smoothing that out. So I got that on here. This will also strengthen it because this book page is rather thin. So that's why I was gluing another piece of paper to it. All right, then I took a gel print and I cut it to go across the bottom here. I don't think I add some distress inks to it, so let's do that real fast. Not listening. Yes, cars are crazy high right now. I would suggest that you check out Carvana. That's where Henry bought his little Fiat 500 a few years ago. He still gets emails from them about cars, and there's prices dropped on some of those cars out there if you've got the cash to buy one. Okay, I think I'm going to put that across here, and that's going to be a pocket across the bottom here. So I've made little tabs on the side, but not on the bottom. I wanted the full width, but I didn't really care about the depth because my journal cards are skinny and tall. So I'll go ahead and glue this down. Now, for the images that I used for this kit, what I did was, instead of printing them as the full 8.5 by 11, I told my printer to print them as 4x6 photos, and that made them smaller. All right, for now, I'm going to turn this over and work on the other side. So on this side, I'm going to grab my scrap of paper here. I've done a couple different things. This time, I think we're going to do this. I've got some Seedless Preserves Distress Oxide ink. And I'm just going to rub that over the page. So it just adds a little bit of color. Okay. Put that back. Now I've got stuff all over my hands now. Clean my hands off real fast. It's the only bad thing about that Distress Oxide ink. It transfers right when you're messing with it. All right, and then while I've still got this out, I've got the Henna Rose rubber stamp. And I've got the Jet Black Archival ink. And I'm going to stamp down the middle. This is another way to dress up a book page. You can use it as a base and decorate it and then add some items to it. This is one of my favorite ways. I've not done this in a while, so I was like, you know, I need to do some stamping on stenciling and distressing. I like that. Hopefully you can see how that looks on there. Okay. And we'll fold this in half. Open it back out. Okay, so now I've got a whole stack of images here. So let's see what we want to use. And, okay, let's use that one. All right, so I'm going to put this one on here. I think I'm just going to glue that directly down. And I just remembered I didn't stamp and fussy cut an image, so we'll do that real fast. Okay, we got that. And let me find a scrap. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I got a little scrap of paper. And I have the taped note rubber stamp. Just going to ink that up and put it close to the corner here. You want to press evenly, but not rock your stamp. You let it set on your paper for a moment. Don't press too hard, because if you've got open spaces, it will dip down onto your paper. So there we go. That looks pretty good. Put that aside. I'm going to grab a pencil. Let's see. I like this pink. So I'm just going to come in here and add a little pink to where the, what I would say with the washi tape, the faux washi tape on this little note. And I'm going to grab my watercolor. Did I lose my little paper towel? Here we go. I usually have a little paper towel handy to clean off my water brush. Okay, go like that. Clean that off. Now let's fussy cut this out. Oh, I'm sorry, Linda, what is the measurements of the cover, please? Okay, so the cover was the outer cover, the macaroni box cover ended up being 8 3/4 by 7 and a smidge, almost not quite 7 1/4, just 7 1/8. And then for the inner covers that I made to be the inserts, those are 7 by 6 3/4 of an inch. Does that help? Yeah, it's smaller than a traveler's notebook. It's a smaller journal. All right, cooperate. Put my scrap back over here. This can go over there. I'm trying to keep my desk clean. All right. Yeah, sticky hands or happy hands? Yeah. I've had my car now since 2011. I'm trying to take really good care of it for as long as I can, because cars are expensive. For the most part, we drive Henry's electric car around town. Only if we're going further than 30 miles do we get out my car, really, to drive, because it's a gas car. And the electric car is just so much less expensive to operate for us. Having a car is expensive because in the United States you have to have insurance, and then you've got to maintain it, got to do oil changes and put gasoline in it. So if you can get away with not having a car, you're better off because you don't have the expense. Because technically, I mean, your car sits more than you would drive it for the actual expense that you put on it, in my opinion. We're talking about if we ever have enough money of buying another electric car so that my car, whenever I need to go someplace, I don't get it out, I just get out the electric car. All right, so this was a white piece of paper. So I'm going to get my Distress Ink Walnut Stain and go around it. Kind of come in just a little bit so it kind of takes away that white. Custom journal, exactly. All right, so that kind of grunged that up a little bit. And I think we can put this guy, make sure I'm within my fold over here. Now I'm just crafting away here. I didn't even see your question. Sorry, y'all. All right, so this is going to go right here. And then I took, let me see which one I've got here. Okay, I got a couple. Yeah, I've got, this is another where I rolled off my my rollers from gel printing onto a book page, and I've just cut it to be slightly larger than one of the images. So I'm going to glue that down and make a pocket. Got glue on my fingernail. Okay, let's put that right here in the middle. Smooth that out. Okay, what did I do with that earlier? I must have used it. I'll have to get another one. Okay. I knew I forgot something. I had a piece of cardstock that I had cut, but I think I used it. To go shopping, you don't need a card anymore to go shopping and spend money. I agree with you, Giovanna. Henry does most of the grocery shopping. I'll get out every once in a while, but I always thought it was odd when I was talking to people when I was younger that were much older than me that were like, I don't need to go anywhere. I order everything on, through the mail, this one lady would say. And this was way before internet was really big. And I was like, really? You order everything through the mail? And now I'm like, yeah, I order everything through the internet. Kind of like that. All right, so let me grab, I had some cardstock here. I have a bunch of this peach cardstock that I've had for a long time because I used to make a ton of greeting cards. So, let me see what I need here. Cut this. All right, so I made one earlier. If I remember correctly, this is 5.5 inches. So basically half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'll save that for later. And then it is Did I make it 5 1/4 inches tall or about? Yep. Cut that, save that. So now I've got this piece. All right, so I've got it going in the same direction, so I'm going to fold it, crease it. Let's get the corner chomper. Let's chop off the corners. So just doing the outside edge. And then let's add some distress inks to it. Yeah, a lot of people do grocery delivery. Yeah, Yukon doesn't have very good public transportation. I think they are talking about adding a bus, but I don't think they ever got it figured out, and of course they got to have the funding for it. They were going to make it a low-cost public transportation. But I know a lot of people who walk further from my house to the grocery store than where Robin lives to the nearest Walmart. All right, so I just added some distress inks all the way around. And I need my scrappy paper. And I have the heart stencil. I can't remember if it's just a small stencil. I think I called it small heart stencil. And I think I want the seedless preserves again. And get my little brush. And come in here and add some distress inks. Okay, put that back. How's that look? Got little hearts all over. And let's see here. I fussy cut a bunch of the images. I made them a lot smaller. I kind of like that one. It's a little small, but... Oh, I know what I can do. I've got a little box here of some things I made. Oreo's in the other new room squealing. He's injured himself. I don't know how. He's not real happy at the moment. I'm kind of thinking like that. Just making that little frame behind there. I have this orange one. Do I want it instead? And I can alter that orange. Let's alter that orange. Let's see what happens. I've got picked raspberry. Remember, there's two sides to paper, so if we don't like it, we can turn it back over. So I'm going to grab my pink. I did get a re-inker, and I know it needs it. So this is the Distress Oxide re-inker. Got to shake it up a little bit. Put a little bit in here. Whoop, that was a lot. Okay. Let that run around for a moment. Okay. It's going to change this color a lot. So I took that orange by adding some pink to it. Kind of warmed it up a little bit. I think that looks better. All right, let's glue that together. Okay. With a grocery cart. Yeah, you need a wagon. Not lugging gallons of water. You need a wagon. I have a little wagon that I have that's come in so handy over the years. All right, so I'm going to glue that on top of here. And then we'll glue this on top of here in the middle. So that orange. And it's really, it looks more yellow on the screen, but it's orange. All right, so we'll put, let me see what happens. So there's my color wheel. It's kind of an orangey color. It's not this yellow color. It's more of the orange. All right, let's glue that right in the middle. And then I had this stamped from earlier. It just said follow your heart. So I thought I'd put that at the bottom. Yeah, for coffee, you'll walk. All right, so this guy is going to go in here. Right there. And I forgot to put a little sentiment here, but I saw somewhere I have a little scrap. We'll use it. We will use it. So cut it. I've got the words, I believe in magic. All right, so here's the, I got to get it straight. Okay, as best as I can. That's not too bad. I believe in magic. It's kind of a peachy paper. So I'm going to cut this edge off. And let's add some distress inks to it. All right, let's glue that down. Come on. Put it right here. So that's this side. All right, so over here, we've got some pockets. Okay. Ah. Where is it? There it is. I had a mixed media card that I made. So basically, I took a book page, 2 book pages, glued them together, and then I added some scraps on top. I stamped on this piece that was kind of where I rolled off my brayer, and then I put some coffee dye paper on the back. So let's see what we have image-wise here. Oh, I have this castle. That would look kind of pretty on there. Did I add a text? Okay, there we go. So let's glue that down. Trying to use up all these gel prints I made. I think I'm going to put it, let's put it kind of in this little segment. And then I have Destiny is Calling. How about that? You haven't washed the dishes yet? Y'all enter the raffle for 200 junk bucks. Let's put that right here. And that'll go in this pocket. Oh, here we go. And then I had this piece, but I think it's too wide, but it might fit. Let's see. Oh, it does fit. I am surprised. So let's round the corners of it. All right, let's add some distress inks to it. Okay. I think I want the purple again. Oops, I'm throwing things. Need my scrap. Need the heart stencil again. Just going to add some hearts to this piece of cardstock. Okay. Move that. I want the henna rose. I'm going to stamp it right across there. Okay. I feel like I'm not going to get everything done that I want to get done. All right, somewhere in here I had the image I wanted to use. So let me see if I can find it. Here's one. I don't think I have another. Okay, so let's do this one. So add some distress ink to this piece. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so kind. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, I think I'll put this over that. I kind of feel like it needs something else in here. So I'm going to stamp it. Oh, I dropped it. Put that on top. Okay, I think that helps it. Yeah, you like that? That was, I hand drew those little hearts to make that stencil. And I wanted them kind of, you know, have a little motion to them. Okay, so that guy's going to go here. Did I put it? I did not. Oh, I knew what I forgot. I had a little strip of paper I was going to put down the edge. So since I forgot, let's see what I have for my scrappy scraps. Maybe I've got a little piece of washi tape. Maybe I can use that. I don't think I've used this one because it doesn't have the ends started yet. All right, I think. Can't quite get it to come up. Come on. Okay. Yep, I feel like it's tearing at the edge. Maybe it's not. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put a strip of this right down. I'm trying not to pull it tight, just trying to keep it flat. I don't think I got it straight. Okay, cut this off. Cut this off. All right, put that back. Didn't get that cut very straight. There we go. I'm just going to use my bone folder to kind of burnish that. So there, I used some washi tape. I have lots of heart stencils. All right, so this is going to go here. And then I need to put something down here. I've got a little crown image that's from Norella's kit that has flowers on it. How about collect beautiful moments? That should fit on there. Trying to get that smooth. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay, and then on this side, oh, let's find a different something or another here. I have a little butterfly that's from Norella's kit. Put that right here. And then I've got Be Extraordinary. Got to have all the heart stencils, Julie. All right. So there is a page that I decorated using all the little pieces. All right, y'all entered the raffle. Try to put everything back where it goes. All right, this piece is going to go here. Okay. We're going to do a raffle here. If I don't hurry, we're not going to get done. All right, let's pick a winner of 200 junk bucks, and that winner is Laura Johnson. Congratulations, Laura. Thanks for being here today. We'll get that added to your account after the live stream. And I'm going to give away today, instead of a physical prize, we're going to have a coupon so you can go shopping. $10 off. Okay. So here I did some stencils over some pages. If you've watched me in the past, I used some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist in a couple of different colors. I think I had a rose gold, I had a purple, and I had, what was it? Oh, party pink, silk, maybe a rose gold, and sometimes I even used a pop rocks to get this coloring. And now I'm just going to grab a couple of the images that are in the kit and glue those down. I think I like this when she has them as flowers that could be this way instead of all up and down in her kits. Put that right here. How about Find a Passion? We'll glue that down. So if you like making little clusters, taking these little images, and you could add some more little pieces of paper to it. On this side, I think I want to do some stamping again. So this time I'm just going to stamp right around the outside edge. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of kiss the edge so it doesn't come down into the page. And I'm okay if it's not a perfect stamping. Might help if I move things out of the way. I kind of rotate it every once in a while so I get a different segment. And sometimes I'll go down the center. Sometimes I just go around the outside edge. Go like that. I had a scrap earlier, so this said journal, so I thought that would be cute. It's from my journal quartet. I think it's called Small Quartet. I can't remember if I did it small or if I did tiny. And let's see. I got another one of these pieces of paper here. We'll stamp I Believe in Magic. Did it stamp? Not too bad. Trim it and add some distress inks to it. It's a little crooked. It's going at an angle. I did it on purpose. Need a little more ink on my dauber. I replaced my dauber. It was falling apart. So it's not loaded with ink right now because I just did it today. All right, I Believe in Magic. I have a little bit of some washi tape here, so I was thinking of putting just a smidge right across the top here. and then gluing this right below it. Like so. So you get a little of that peak behind there. And I did it upside down. I can't believe I did that. I'm just going to flip it over. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. I was rotating that around so many times to stamp it. I didn't pay attention to turn it over to make sure I had it right side up. But thankfully, look at there. Aleene's tacky glue, you can usually get it pretty quickly. All right, I think that'll work. That'll go over here. Let's see what else I've got here. All right, so here's a page that is, wait, that's not the right one. I know I had more than one. Here it is. I started to do this like it might be a little tuck spot, but I think I'm going to cut it off because it is so thin that it won't really hold anything. All right, so I've got a piece that, oh, I guess I didn't get it cut straight, did I? Let's do that again, Linda. Okay. That'll work. All right, I'm going to lay that in my spray box. And I'm going to spray it with, I've got, this is silk. It's kind of a orangey pink. Let's grab a stencil. I think this is from one of the stencil clubs. And I've got Jack Frost. Curious would be a close color to this. Yeah, you do it all the time. Forget to turn it over. All right. And I think while I have that, I've got another book page combo. So I'm just going to mop up. And I'm going to spray that. Kind of get 2 for 1. So it gets a little pattern on it. Move that out of the way. I'll flip this over. And let's add some ink to this side. What'd I do with it? Well, here's another shade of pink. Just lightly misting it. And dry it. It's kind of wet, so I'm going to dry it. Okay. A little damp. Okay. There it is. Okay. All right, I think I got that pretty dry, as opposed to ugly dry. All right, so we got this piece. I have one of these tear-off notepad papers that I've cut to be shorter. So all I've done was added a little bit of Distress Inks to it. I'm going to grab the Henna Rose stamp. I don't know, I like using the same stamp multiple times. So I'm just going to stamp it around the edges a little bit. Put that back there. And we'll glue this one. Close this up so I can see where it is. It's not very striped. Okay. Put that right there. Okay. I gotta hurry, hurry, hurry. All right, that looks good. So now I need an image to go up at the top portion here. Maybe I've got some of these. Oh, here's a pretty one with roses. It's another one of the Fairytale kits from Norella. She has a bunch of, I guess she called them Fairytale roses. They're really pretty. Okay. And then I've got Destiny is Calling. We'll stamp on here. Doesn't want, oh, he just wants you to win every time, Margie. He's too lazy to type out a new phrase. Okay, I like that. I'll flip this over. Let's just grab, I've got another one of these images from Calico. Fairytale. Put that up here. And then open up on the inside. And then here I have, oh yeah, I was going to stamp it. So we'll get this henna rose out again. Get good ink on there. Kind of filling it in, if you will, around the edges. All right, so this is my note paper. I think that's what I called that. And it's stamped on some coffee dyed paper. So I thought that would be pretty down here at the bottom. So I'll put that right here. And then I had, these were left over from other projects, but it's one of the Beeline Designs. I think this is called the, oh, I just forgot what it's called. It's a flower. It's a flower stamp that I had watercolored and put some glitter paint on. All right, something to drink. Well, hello, Janice. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us today. This is a stack of books with roses that comes with the kit. All right, so there's another page decorated. All right, so now I have, where is it? There it is. This is some ruled notebook paper. So basically it is, and this is really old. Really, really, really old. This is just some notebook paper. I mean, it was 58 cents way, way back, and it's kind of old around the edges. But I just cut it to be the right size. I'm going to fold it closed. If I remember correctly, yeah. And I've got the, I think it's a henna border stamp. I tried to give all the information to Robin in my description box, but I don't think I put this one on there. I'm going to stamp it right across the top. And then flip it over and stamp it on the other side. Okay, so that's the, now I'm going to flip it back on itself. And stamp it again. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do to this one. Okay, so I'll lay that over here. That over here. This one was a 12 by 6 inch wide piece of scrapbook paper, and all I did was I folded it up and then I glued one edge, so this edge got glued, so it's completely open all the way through. Okay, and I stamped the library card on some, it's kind of a rose cardstock that I had in my stash, and I thought this would be kind of cute to stamp on. So somewhere over the rainbow, here it is, I have a little birdie stamp. Here we go, birdie stamp trying to put it where it could fit. So I thought, stamp the birdie. This is a new birdie stamp that I have in my shop. Okay, put that back on my carrier sheet. And then flip this over. And this is the flax rubber stamp. And I'm going to stamp that coming off the edge just a little bit. See that? And then flip it over. And where did I do with it? Okay, I must have put them back. So let's find them. Did I put it in here? No. No. Must have put it back here. There we go. So this is the hanging plant, and I've got the flower swags. I'm going to get those out. So I'll do the flower swag first. Stamp that in the middle. Put that back on the carrier sheet. And then I've got the hanging plant that I'll stamp in here. You like that purdy birdie? I can't remember what the bird is. I think if you just type bird, you'll find it, Robin, honestly. Okay, put that there. Okay. So basically, I just stamped all the sides. And then I've got this journal card / library card to go in the pockets and get a hold of it. Like so. So they'll stick out just a little bit. All right. So now I've got another book page here. And I think we're going to do is spray it with some Tattered Angels again. So this time, I think I'm going to spray it with a little bit of some of the Pop Rocks. I'll go ahead and do both sides. Go back this way. Let's grab another stencil. I can't remember if this was... I think this is a stencil club. I haven't put it back in the folder, so I don't know which one. And let's use the teal color. I'm trying to remember if I have to. Already did that one. Okay, so I think I have one more book page. Here it is. Okay. Just going to mop up stamp. I can't talk. Stencil. We're stencil on there, Linda. We're doing some stenciling. I'm just picking all kinds of colors. Just flinging Tattered Angels everywhere. Found it. Oh, the henna border. I said henna border. All right, so I'm just going to dry this just a smidge. All right. So that'll put those dots on the other side. That turned out pretty cool. Dry this one a little bit more. Okay. Oh, the border. Yeah, there's henna border. I said it. All right, I gotta hurry. It's 5 o'clock. All right, let's take this. I need a scrapbook, a gel print. I had one that I was using earlier. But now I'm thinking I'm just going to pick this one. Alright, so let's take a look here. I think I can get away with cutting this at, let's cut it at 2 inches. Let's score part of this so I can fold it over. So I'll fold that over. I think this will fit. Let's make sure. Yeah, that'll fit. Okay, and then I had a scrap of a book page I was going to use. I'll grab that. All right, so I'm going to glue. I didn't mean to, but I'm going to glue this little tab over. Actually, I don't even need the book page. I think we can do without it. All right, so I need a gel print that I had earlier. Let's find a different one. I think that one would look good. So I'm going to cut some 1-inch strips. You like the card with the henna border? Thank you. 1, 2. All right, let's add some distress inks to these pieces. Okay, and let's add it to this piece. I'm hurrying. I don't need the book page. I already have a book page. Oh, I know. Okay, so I think what I want to do is this piece I want to go down the side here. And I think I'll just go ahead and cut it to be the same height. Cut off this excess. And cut this one the same way. Trash! Okay. Cut this off. Alright, here is the page. So I'll glue that right down this edge. Lots of color in this one. She was babbling with herself. You're talking about me? Not me. Okay. And we'll put this on the other side. Thanks for coming back. What, you didn't take the phone with you? Okay. I always think that I've got it cut the perfect length and then I still have to trim it off, but that happens. Okay, we got that piece. So let's look at our, oh, let's put her there. And you know what? Let's put her over there. So we got our princesses. At least it was nothing about toilet paper. There you go. Oh, your flatmate was babbling with her. I didn't know you had a flatmate. You have a flatmate now? Are you still way out in the middle of nowhere in Spain? All right, we'll put that there. This little pocket is going to go right below. So I'll just glue this down the side and across. So make sure I didn't get too close to the center here. Get that a moment to dry. And I think we'll put her down here at the bottom. Love all the pretty colors. Well, thank you, Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that bright colors or may not be everybody's thing. I know that there's so many that love the vintage sepia colors, but I just am more drawn to the more colorful bits and bobs. Is this too big? Oh, it barely fits, but we'll put it on here. There is beauty in simplicity. All right, so I just have to make sure that I have it over far enough. Like so. And then let's put something on the pocket. How about this little rose? We'll glue that down. And how about this is my story? Put that right here. And then I made, where is it? When I was doing all that ephemera making a couple of weeks ago, these are some little tiny faux envelope that are just folded up pieces of paper. In this case, this was a mop-up page. But I thought that would be really cute stuck down in there. All right. Let's flip this over. All right, where is it? I had some strips that were already cut, but of course, they have walked off. That's usually what happens. All right, now, where are you? Really? Okay, gotta dig. Ah, I think I found them. Okay, so this is gonna go across the top and the bottom. So making sure I've got it right side up. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. This is just a 1-inch strip of one of my gel prints. All right. Line that up. Smooth it out. All right. Neon green. Soft muted colors. Well, this one is not bright, it's just colorful. But I thought Robin's favorite color was neon green. Sprayed on cheesecloth. All right, let's trim this off. These were the pieces that I used to put the word journal on top of earlier. All right, I like that. And then I've got some of this tear off notepad paper. And I need to cut it to be narrower because it's too wide. So I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. And we're going to stamp on it. Not stomp on it. We're going to stamp on it. So there's a difference. As soon as I find the stamp. There it is. Your cheesecloth only comes out in October to be faux spider webs. All right, I'm just stamping around the edge. There's one. Let's do that again. Okay. I'm working with the Fairytale kit from Calico Collage. If you like this kit, do check out her website or her Etsy shop. All right, let's add some distress inks to the edges of that. We're winding it down, I think. I'm almost done with the pages. Almost. I hope. Although I see 4 of them on my desk still. We'll see how this goes. All right, so I got both of those done. There is a top and a bottom. So again, making sure I've got it right side up, and I'm going to glue this right in the middle. Okay, put this right in the middle. So even though we sprayed it with Tattered Angels, it just peeks out the edges. And again, if you have a thin book page, this kind of helps sturdy it up a little bit. Fish netting. Oh dear. Okay. Put that right in the middle again, my friend. Right in the middle. Here we go. All right. Right side up. Right side up. So I've got some more little images. This is a crown image from Calico Collage with some flowers on it. What else we got here? Here's a little rose. We'll put this little rose down here. Like so. And how about collect beautiful moments? Maybe we'll put it over here. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to fold it closed just so that I make sure I get it on here. We'll kind of center it right here at the bottom. Cold, cold, cold. Well, Julie, warm it up. And how about believe in yourself? We'll put that one over here. All right, so we got another one done. Kind of see how I did that one. It's cute, cute, cute. I think I can push that down in the pocket now. All right, let's lay that over here. All right, here we are. So this time, I think what I want to do is I've got the henna rose again. I'm going to stamp it in the corner. Stamp that over here. What did I do on the other side? Okay. I'm going to turn this over, and while I've got my ink pad out, I'm going to stamp the flax on this side. And I have the, I forgot the name of it all of a sudden. Bellflowers. Bellflowers. I'll stamp that over here. Just for some kind of design. Alrighty. And then I have some little daisies that I stamped earlier in watercolor. So I'm going to glue those in the corners here. What? Robin doesn't have enough. I'll take the cheesecloth. You don't have to send it to Robin. She's just going to throw it away. She'd just re-gift it. All right, got those. And how about imagine? Oh yeah, here we go. Be yourself. These are all stamps that I have in my shop, and whenever I have some time, I sit down and I stamp them on scraps and ink them, and then I have a little bin that I put them in. Right now I'm using a muffin tin. If you can see, I have a little muffin tin. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a little muffin tin that I put the pieces in over to the side, so it's easier to pick them out. All right, let's flip that over. I don't think I put anything else on this side, so yep, we're done with that one. All right, and then we've got this guy. So this one I stenciled earlier. And that was just another scrap of paper that I glued to a book page. So this time I have the swirling note card that I stamped on some coffee dyed paper. I'm going to put that down here at the bottom. And somewhere around here I have, oh, I was going to stamp it. Let's do that real fast before the glue dries. Stamp, 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 stamp. One more time. There we go. All right, so we'll take this piece, and it's going to go right here on the bottom. So I'll smooth that out. And then I had a Beeline Designs butterfly. I'll put that at the top here. Like so. Keeping it fairly simple. All right, and then we'll flip this open. And I don't know what I did with it, but I had one already torn. Ah, found it. So it's going in the opposite direction, but that's okay. We'll put one there. And finding an image. How about her? What if we put her in the corner? And then we can have this as a little tuck spot. All right, let's glue this down. Toys for Raja. Oh, I didn't stamp on this one. I was going to stamp on that one too. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. That's what happens. I get in a hurry and then I don't get everything done the way I want. Okay. So this piece is going in this, oh, let's put her right side up. Make sure I got it right side up. She's going to go right here. So I'll smooth that out. And then I tore the part of the corner off here. So just so I can make sure I don't get it over too far, I'm going to glue it down as a pocket or tuck spot. Send Robin $1 for toys. Oh dear, funny. All right, and then I have a mop-up paper that I just cut it to be a smaller piece. And I'm going to put it in here, but I think I want to put a little flower or something. Let me see what I've got here. Here we go. Little tiny, come on, get a hold of it. Just a little rose in the corner. You use the dollar store cake pans, pizza pans, and muffin tins for your works in progress. Yeah, they come in handy. I'll use the baking sheets to put things in because I can stack them. Just keeping that really simple. Put that right here so we can see both of those. And then over here on this side, let's see what we've got here. I've got this little corner image, and I saw, yes, I still have some of these little tiny postcards. I'm going to glue that down. We'll put it right here, kind of at an angle at the bottom, and then we'll put this on top. How are we doing? It's 5:19. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I was worried that I was taking too long. All right, so we need a saying up here. Apparently, I stamped more of one saying than I did others. All right, how about love flows quietly? So you can see that was a scrap that I stamped on. All right, so this piece is going to go right here. So just adding a little bit on here. And earlier I had used the corner that I had torn off of another one, but I didn't have a pretty corner this time. So I think I'm going to use this little image from Calico Collage. Put that right here. Try to get it straight because it does have a decorative element. And what other saying? Oh, how believe in yourself. That'll be a good one. Clear plastic business envelopes. Well, I do use these little envelopes too. I've got this one I made was I took a piece of cardstock and I sewed some transparency film, and it has little pockets. So when I'm done with this tin, I kind of shove everything in here. You can kind of see. And then that way if I need a word pretty quick and I don't have it handy, I can grab that. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. All right. All right. All right. So that one goes here. This one goes there. All right. So now we need... Well, how did I do that? Okay. So I have these two left. All right. So I just need to do something with this piece. Let's do this one first. I think what I'll do is, what's stencil on that one? I also do so sometimes this is like a work in progress. It's a Ziploc bag. Actually, these are kind of finished. And then these are like little journals that I've made during one of the live streams. I finally finished all of them, so I just put them all in here so I can find them. Here's another with some things that I made that are ready to go on some colorful journals. I think next week we'll do an eclectic journal. All right, let's see. What stencil? How about this one? This is the Baroque stencil. And yeah, let's do that. I may, before I put this down, this is silk, so I'm going to spray that. It just kind of gives a little bit of shimmer to the paper. All right, flip that back over. It's kind of a gold, pink, rose gold. Rotate that just a smidge. And let's do, I've got a purple here. Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay. And I may not do much, but I'm going to see if it'll transfer a little bit. Okay. Well, it didn't do much because I already had color on there, but it at least got a little pattern on that side. Let's dry this. Happiness! Oh, so you did move. Okay. I was wondering if you had moved from the country. Are you in the city? You like your new place? Yeah, since you've got your new place, Jennifer, I bet it's kind of hard to figure out, what do I want to do with stuff? I just need to get rid of things. I need to clean my hands off. They're bugging me. I got all this tattered angels all over me. Oh, y'all didn't even... this was my... I guess you'd call them my Easter nails. I got a little bit of tattered angel on them, but did a little stamping on my nails. Made little patterns. Okay, so this piece, we're just going to glue some ephemera pieces. Oh, here we go. I've got a little crown. There's lots of little ephemera pieces in this kit from Norella. I haven't used that one, so this is a unicorn. We'll put that one right here. How about Imagine? We'll put that down. Imagine. Get it somewhat straight, Linda. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I had some of this washi tape again. So this is the top. I'm just going to take this washi tape, kind of lay it on my page. I've been trying to figure out ways to use washi tape, and I keep forgetting to get it out. So I thought, well, if I just get some and put it on my desk, then I'd have it and would see it and use it. If you've got wall space, pegboards are a great way to store things if you won't be able to see it visually. I don't have wall space anymore in here. I ended up using a ton of shelves. All right, so I got this butterfly postage stamp that I want to put up here. And I have another one of these little, I think this might, I thought it was like an apple blossom, but I've forgotten the name of this one, but put that right there. Let's see what we got here. How about Be Yourself? Yeah, I definitely need to stamp some more sayings. Put that right there. Okay, so we did both sides of that. All right. Last page. All right, so I want to, do I want to do this? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay. I was going to put a pocket on this page. Well, I still can. So I'm going to fold it this way. Open it back up. And I need a gel print to put at the top of some kind. I think I have one right here that I didn't use. And then I need to make a pocket for the bottom. And I've got this piece, so that'll be good. Yeah, it covers up all the tattered angels, but that's okay. Okay, is this the 8.5 inch wide? Yes. All right, so I want to cut this at, oh, let's cut it at 2 3/4 of an inch. All right, so I'm going to score at 1/2 inch from the top, just so I can strengthen it when I fold this edge over, because it's copyweight type paper. IKEA. I don't have anything from IKEA. I have things that have been given to me. If I were to ever get to redo my room, I would like to spend some time and actually get things that match instead of having the hodgepodge of things that I have now. Okay, all that. Let's cut it. All right. Whew, got hot. You know what? I think we'll do this one. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to glue this into place. This is my little pocket. So I'm going to cut off the corners. Did I not get enough glue? All right, glue this at the top here. I don't know, IKEA, it just is a little bit expensive to me. I do have some, I have a set, one piece of a modular cubes, I guess you could say, that I bought, and I think I got it at Target. But it's those 12-inch cubby holes. Okay. Let's add some distress inks to this piece before we glue it down. I say we, like you're right here beside me, helping me. Is the rain moving in? Well, good. We need some rain, so I don't have to water. I was just telling Henry the other day we probably should start watering more. so that our grass will grow. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's glue this down. So I put the little gussets on the side, but I didn't put it across the bottom because, again, I don't really care about the height per se, but I did want the width so that it would fit okay. Okay. We'll set that aside for just a second. Actually, let's put some stuff on here. So I'm going to fold this over. Okay. So let's put some decorations on here. I've got this really big crown. We can put it right towards the bottom. Glue that in right here. And then I need something on this side. I'm starting to get down to the nitty-gritty of all the little pieces. I've got a little yellow rose. Let's put that right there. Yeah, we need rain. We got to have rain. You want yours to die? Oh, I'm sorry, Sheila. Well, I haven't dug up all the grass to plant something else over it. So for now, I need my grass to grow. All right, so we're going to put a couple of journal cards in there. And I just saw this scrap from earlier. So it's too wide to go in there. So I need to trim it down. Move out of the way. All right, so this fits, but how wide was it? 3 inches. So we're just going to make a 3-inch wide strip. And let's make it 6 inches tall. So we got these two pieces. And let's round the corners and add some Distress inks. All right, I think I'm getting there. I'm almost done. What I need to do is figure out what we're going to put on the cover. I've got a few images left, so I may put a unicorn on the front cover is what I'm thinking. Okay. Okay, to the back. Yeah, furniture is hit or miss, you know. There's a couple of shops in Oklahoma City on the far north side that sometimes you could get some cool furniture pieces. There was a lady that is in our Facebook group and I'm friends with on Facebook that shared her new space. She's got a huge building, an outbuilding that she's made into her crafty space. And she had a bunch of different types of dressers that she was using. It was really quite lovely how she put it all together. Okay. All right, so I have a unicorn image. So I'm thinking maybe just put these unicorn images on that purple. I think those would look really good. Slide that in right here. Save that. Glue this one. So if you haven't guessed, I've basically made two journal inserts. And they're pretty similar, other than I may have used different images throughout. How about let life surprise you? And that fits. Never stop exploring. But I think it goes faster when you have a sample to start with. And you can make them all completely different if you so choose. This was just for the speed of doing the live. I think I have 10 journal pages that I've made for each of the signatures or the journal inserts. So that fits in there. So let's flip this over. Okay, so over here, I have a dragon that I thought would look good, but I need to stamp this first. So I'm just going to get my henna rose stamp. I don't know. I like the layers of the stamps on top of the stenciling. I hope that y'all have got some ideas from what I did today and can use these to create your own version. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. It just adds a little bit more dimension to it. All right, so we'll fold this over for a moment. And this dragon is going to go here. I like the images that Norella, she created these images for this kit. And I like what she created. These are really pretty. I'll have to tell her she needs to make more. And then I stamped the word magical, adjective, beautiful or delightful in such a way as to seem removed from everyday life. So I thought that would be pretty across the bottom here. So we'll put that right in here. And then flip this over. I have another one of these little pockets that I made. And I have a castle image. I'll glue that on top of this. I guess it's a page from when I rolled off my brayer. Okay. All right, we'll glue that down. Oh, I folded it over. Come on, don't do that. Okay. All right. Put that down in the bottom here, like so. And then I have a paint chip that I thought would look good on here. And somewhere I had a strip, I thought, already cut. If not, I'll cut a new one. Here we go. I want this to go down the edge, so I'll trim it. And I think because I've been doing it on the others, I'm going to do this one as well. And stamp the henna rose right down the middle here. Like it. Okay. I'm going to glue this right down the side here. I may need some Fabri-Tac glue because this is a paint chip and sometimes Aline's tacky glue won't stick. I'm trying to put just a tiny amount on here. I haven't purchased any of those small, they're not icing bottles, but they're small bottles that you can squeeze that have a narrow tip on it. I've been looking at them on Amazon and I have some in my wish list. If you use those little bottles, I'd love to know which kind. Send me a message or post in the comments of this video when it's done of one that y'all like to use. Okay, I've got her, but she's kind of swallowed on there, so let's see. I could put her like that. But I think it needs some more decoration behind her. Stamp it again. I think Henry's home already. All right, let's add some distressing stuff. Oh, here's some cheesecloth. Don't worry, I'm not going to use it, Robin. Okay. All right, somewhere I saw a piece of coffee dyed paper. I may have used it all, but I thought, there we go. I had a little piece left. So let's see. Let's go right here and I'll glue this down. You bought some from Amazon. If you get a few stamps out, you'll use more of them. Yes, I have to go ahead and mount my stamps on the blocks and put them on my desk where I don't always remember to use them. Okay. Bought some of the bottles from Amazon. You didn't like them? Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Jennifer. The kind with the metal tip that makes it really, you know, precision. Yeah, I understand. You try to use up what you have already. I'm trying to use up stuff too. Although I've pretty much got it narrowed down glue-wise. I don't have that many different types of glue in my stash. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. All right. Got that and that. Oh, I still need this because I want to do the back. So adding paper to the back gives you some writing space. You got your bottles from Hobby Lobby too for $4.99. Okay, cool. Thanks, Sheila. Oh, and thank you for sending me how you made your decal ruler. Icing bottles. That may be what I'll do is get a couple. I want smaller bottles because sometimes, as was it you, Sheila, that said you didn't like the Aleene's Tacky Glue because it was hard to squeeze? Well, I want it for the Fabri-Tac glue because that big bottle sometimes is a little unwieldy. Okay, let's put this right here. I like it. And then this one is going to go right there. So she kind of sticks out. Oh, I didn't put a stamp on there. Oh, good. I have one left. This one says, Find a Passion. We'll put that on there. Oh, let's do this one. You like those little bottles? Okay, cool. Feels great to throw away an empty bottle. That's good, yes. I threw away some paint the other day that I used up after gel printing. I need to use more of the smaller bottles of paint that I have that I don't use those colors very often, so I need to kind of get rid of it. All right, so there's this piece. Coolio! All right. So now what we need to do is let's finish decorating the cover. We will bind these together into journals and put them in our cover. See how fluffy that turned out to be? I probably could have gotten away with fewer pages, but, you know, go big or go home, y'all. Put those to the side. Let's move this out of the way. All right, so here's our cover. It's been sitting here for a little while, so it's dry. And I'm trying to decide, do I want this for the front or that for the front? I'm thinking this image should get the billing on the front. Do I like it this way? What do you think? This way or this way? think maybe like that. And what I should have done and didn't, but we will real quick like, is I'll get out another one of the roses. Or should I do, oh, I've got this image. I mean, I know it's not purpley pink, but maybe that's what I'll do instead. I do have this rose. I think I like this flower better, just because I don't use it very often. I do have a flax, but that would cover up. Yeah, let's just do this one. It comes in handy when you can stamp and watercolor and have them handy. Okay. Let's glue this down, and I think I have a large word journal that I can put on here. So put that right about there. All right. I do. Okay. Let's put that down here. Hey, Rhonda, so glad you could stop in. I have made a journal cover using a macaroni box. I didn't tell y'all that. Here's what I do. I buy, or have Henry buy actually, the inexpensive macaroni and cheese box. I get a can of tuna in water, drain the water off, make the macaroni and cheese as directed on the box, and then I add chopped onions, the tuna. I'll add a little bit of fresh garlic, some shredded cheese, and mix that all together, and that'll become my meal. I kind of like that. Like it? All right. All right, I did not make a template, so I guess I kind of need to do that. I don't think I have one in here, but I do have these. Okay. So let's get a piece of paper. What do I want to use as a template? I'm just going to cut this piece. Be about, there we go. And this should be 6 3/4 tall. So I'm making a guide, so this will be the top. And what I'll do is I will fold this in half, hot dog style, as I was told years ago. Okay, and then I will fold it in half this way. That's called, someone said hamburger, because it's not as big. So that's going to be my center. And then approximately about an inch in, I'm going to make a mark. And I've got my awl here. So I will poke through all the layers. And then I will poke in the center here. All right. So now what I'm going to do is grab my pages, or my journals. And I think all but one page is the same height. So this one's a little bit shorter. Get it to the middle here. And the key is to get them all nice and even and push down in as far as they will go. And I need my little clippies. I picked up these little clips at the dollar store, and I like them because they're pretty sturdy for keeping your pages together so they don't shift on you. All right, so we're going to have it in a V. We're going to put this down the middle, and we're going to poke a hole here and here. Do it one more time, and here. I'm going to get rid of this for a moment. Get some wax linen thread. We're going to bind it. Ah, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Janice. I'll get your coupon code sent out to you. Oh, you ordered pizza? We're having... What are we having? Oh, we're having leftover fajitas. Henry made fajitas last night. All right, now I got to find my needle. So I got my little bookbinder's needle here. I can see the hole. We're going to do a pamphlet hose stitch. So I'm going to come from the middle. Hold the tail. Go back through at the top. Come on, go through the hole. Okay. Make sure I keep that up out of the way. Did 3 times the height of wax linen thread, and I just did it twice since I have 2 journal inserts I'm putting in here. So please stop talking about food! The clips are great. I like these little clips. I like them better than the oversized paper clips. I was finding with the oversized paper clips that they were sliding off my journal pages. So I found by using these, they seems to stay better because they're stronger. All right, so I'm just going to make sure it's tight. And hopefully I got all the pages in right side up because I'm getting ready to tie this. I'm looking. Yep, they're all right side up. Yay! Tie this off. Okay. I'll leave this somewhat long in case I decide to put some charms on here. All right, so there's one. Set that aside for a moment. Let's do the other one. Okay. All right, I got to make sure that that short page, it was all the way at the bottom, so I need to position it, make it better. All right, template. All right, poke the holes. Okay. And one more. Okay, put that back in here. Come on. Put that out of the way. Don't need the template. Okay, go down the center. Oh, they have some bigger ones now too. I'll have to go back and get some of the bigger ones. I have this size that I've had for a long time. Were they that much bigger, April, at the dollar store, Dollar Tree? I'll have to go look. I haven't been. Well, last time I found these in the craft department at the Dollar Tree. All right, don't catch on there. Okay. Looks like that's good. That size. Okay, good. I have like 2 of those. I need to get some more. I like the pink, you know. Then we know they're mine. All right. Yeah. I need to get my scissors sharpened. All right. Here's my cover. I need to punch some holes real fast. Use my elastic. Which ones do I have here? Well, this is my flat elastic. We'll use it. So, what I want to do is find the hole. Here we go. Is probably about 1/4 of an inch in. Oh, that was too close to the edge. Well, we're just going to go with it. since it was at the top. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this just a smidge. There. Trying to make it about the same distance. I just made 2 holes. So we're going to go from the inside. I can poke it through the hole. Poke it back through the hole. Poke it through. Go back through. I'm almost done poking the holes. That's a good thing. Come on. There. Sometimes you got to help it along. All right, so I don't want this twisted on the outside, so I'm going to try to smooth that out. Come up the middle here. And I'll cut it a little long for now. I haven't made a tie or anything for, all right now, cooperate, to tie it shut, but I think leave that somewhat long. Get this out of the way. Let's put this one on the front. Probably should have made it a little bit tighter, but I think we can adjust it later. And then we've got this one that we'll put here. Woo! It's fluffy, that's for sure. I think I need to let it sit with something on it, or I need to add a tie, but we're out of time pretty much, so we're gonna pick the last winner here in just a moment. I can see where I want to add some distress inks to this too, and I'll flip through this journal so you can see what I made. I like it. I've been wanting to make one this size and I haven't done it, but I thought this would be a cute side. Oh, it's raining in by us. Okay, good. Yay. All right. So, using a macaroni and cheese box, I made the cover. Using images from Calico Collage Fairytale, rubber stamps, some stencils, and I also used some gel prints throughout. If y'all haven't entered the raffle, please do so now. Get some of the stuff out of the way so it's not right in my view here. So we open this up, and these journals can come out so you can lay them flat. Love fluffy. It's pretty fluffy. And gel print, journal card. Use the heart stencil on there. It's got a gel print behind it. Image from Calico Collage. This is a mop-up page here. More stamping and mop-up papers. Ah, 7? Okay, cool. It's chunky, that's for sure. And then having the journal cards popping out there. Writing space on here. This comes out, so you have a little writing space. More writing space there. I like it. This comes out. I was trying to add more journal pages throughout. Paint chip. These come out. I like how those turned out. Simple. I thought I had some little unicorn charms over here, so I'll have to look for those and see if I can put them in here. I like it. I hope you liked today's session. If y'all haven't entered the raffle, please do so now. Next week, I think I'll do an eclectic journal again. I may look around and see what I can find that is a smaller journal. Another journal card. This one opens up, so you have the whole thing. That's what we made today. This was just layers of gel prints and mixed media papers, scrap papers, scrapbook papers, all kinds of stuff that I use. Oh, it's funny that this is on both sides, but in different colors. And then that's the back of the cover. Thank you, Margie. Oh, I hear thunder. Do you like it? You like what I did? I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And if you will leave a comment when the video is over, telling me what was your favorite part of this, I'd greatly appreciate it. I may do a separate video after the storm passes of the flip through so that those that don't want to endure the whole time of my live stream can at least see what the finished journal looked like. I like it. I think it turned out pretty. And I may try to find a tie to tie it shut. Haven't decided what I want to do yet. And I need to stamp it. I saw a scrap. Here we go. Got this little scrap. And I've got my little rubber stamp. This journal made by. Let's do it from this edge. Alright, so I think I want to make this short enough that it fits in the journal. So I'll just cut off part of this and I'll get my pen. Yeah, I heard the thunder. Get my pen. We'll use one of these purple pens. Why not? That's what I bought them for. I'm just going to put the date over here, so which is 4/10/2023. All right, let's glue this down. You go back and watch the entire video, Rhonda. Well, I hope you enjoy it. All right, we're going to pick a winner of a $10 off coupon to my shop here in just a moment. I think I got it a little close to the bin, but that's okay. I like it. Yeah, I may punch holes in the front and the back cover and put a tie on here. That may be what I do, because I don't want to cover up that image. But I think it turned out really good. Who wouldn't want to watch the live stream? I know. What's wrong with them? You're starting to like some of these smaller journals. It's fun for, you know, it fits in your hand. Let me get a bigger journal. Let's see. I had one. Here it is. So you can see the comparison. This is a 8.5 by 11 paged journal. So these pages are 8.5 by 11, opposed to these, which were 7 wide by 6 3/4 inches tall. Okay. I think I need to sit on it to get the cover to behave. Because see, this one stays. Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's pick the winner of the $10 off coupon. Y'all, thank you so much for being here with me today. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, the winner is Sheila. I'll send you an email, Sheila, and you can get entered into, or not entered, you can purchase your own stuffs if you like. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here as soon as my computer cooperates. And Henry isn't already home. He should be shortly, and we'll have some dinner. I hope you enjoyed this. Next week, we'll do some, I think we'll do some more eclectic journal. I've got some pieces that I put together. I still have some scraps. I don't know. I'm also kind of leaning towards doing another Fairytale journal. I have the full-size pages made, so I may want to make one of the full-size journals out of it. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So anyhow, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I greatly appreciate your support, and I hope you had fun. I'll put it that way so you can see it there at the end. Y'all have an amazing week. Do something fun, do something creative, and be kind to those around you, because you never know how your kindness can affect and ripple out and affect the whole world. Y'all take care. Lots of love to each and every one of y'all. Bye, everybody.